what I'm gonna give you a crash course on is the fascial system, and many people have this confused in a bunch of different ways. And I want to give you the heads up that the reason why you're having back pain is because your whole entire system is not working well as you start getting the morning routine dialed in to get the system to start working, your PM routine to get your nervous system to start dropping down. All that is what's going to clear this up. But what we're doing is a reset for your low back and the things that you need to do to incorporate that reset. So ignore all the people that's out there saying you just need to do this one thing to clear up back pain. For instance, hamstrings. You clear up the hamstrings, you eliminate your back pain. It's not that simple. And if you do have a weak link in your hamstrings, it could make it better, but that's not going to make things the way that it's supposed to work. And that's why I'm going to show you this to start to finish. But you have to remember, all this stuff will go away once your system starts working better. So what your fascial system is a bunch of muscles that add up to a link, a chain. That's why they call fascial chain. So your fascia is not its own, it is its own system, but it's not like a muscle that has its own world to it. It is the muscles itself. So parts of your quad equate to your frontal lobe layer. So this is your frontal layer. This is your posterior, superficial posterior, your lateral layer, your spiral layer, and then your deep layer. So the areas that I want you to notice, like when you have an issue inside of your feet per se, inside of your foot, it can show pain anywhere along this chain here. And sometimes what people don't recognize is if you have neck and upper back tightness, it can also give you low back issues as well as hamstring issues. That's why it's never just one thing. You have to look at the whole system as an adaptive unit. So what I'm going to tell you to do today is you have to now worry about your hamstrings, your low back, and this deep layer. And we're going to work on two different areas. We're going to work on your adductors. So you see, this is the deep, deep layer. If you went through something called roughing, they go through each layer one at a time, clearing out each layer in each section that you would do for this reason. You would have to clear out everything in between all over here, especially throughout the jaw and the face, to get this area to start working better. And this is the last of them all. So I'm going to show you how to do your adductors. Well, I'm going to point you to the direction of your adductors, and I'm going to show you how to do your QL. Right? Your QL muscle is this muscle right here on the outside of the hip that goes up to the 12th rib. Right? As it starts to go through there, it starts showing you different areas that you have to worry about. For instance, these points here will refer into the butt cheek. And when you're starting to address these, don't think you have to look for one specific spot. You're just going to be hitting that area, and you're might feel someplace all the way around. So hopefully that's clear enough that what I'm going to show you is just going to give you a better Band-Aid solution than just hitting one area, but it's not going to solve the problem. The true source of the problem is you got to get your transverse abdominal work. You have to get your true core to work, which is your pelvic floor, your transverse abdominal, and your diaphragm to work together. All those working together solidifies your back and makes you a strong, massive beast. That's what we're looking to do, is get all that dialed in. But until we can get your pelvic floor to really dial in, we're never going to get anything else to work, which that's why I'm going to show you the adductor work, because that's going to link and give you a little bit more relief for here inside your back. But tell me if that makes sense.